Hello guys, this is Aiden Black. This is Aiden Black with another video. Today we are playing the most manliest game on Roblox. We are playing Girls Tycoon. Now I don't know about you, but this is pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie. So how about we just see and let's pick and choose who we want to be. We got Nicole, Olivia, Isabella, Emmer, Annabella, Anna, Miko Manayo, Emily, Soap and Water, Katie Purple, that Sam really likes, and I'm gonna pick the manliest color. I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna pick Nicole, since it's the most manliest color. Now, I don't know about you, but I really think, and I know that this is the most manliest game on Roblox. I don't want to waste no more time, so how about we just, let's play the most manliest game that has ever been created. Now, first, we start off with $75 starting cash. Now, as you can see, my character is not so manly. This is not a very manly avatar. But when we get to the second floor, we can finally be indwelled with the manly lifestyle. But this will be fine, I guess. We got 75. We have 75 Robux to do this, so we can buy a free dropper. Now, since we have 75, we can spend it on this dropper right here. Wow, wasn't that just so hard? I can make a dirty joke right now, but I'm not going to, because that's not very manly. What's very manly is you showing someone your I'm not going to say no more. But you might be wondering, as the money builds up in our bank account that the IRS is, as our money builds up in our bank that the IRS cannot take, what is the most manliest thing that we can do right now? Well, I'm going to show you. That was so sexy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty sexy. Like, damn, like, that kind of made me get a little freaky. But anyways, how about we check on our money? So we got 375. That's pretty fair. And we can buy another one for 250. Now, how about we buy that one? And as you can see, around us we have other contenders, as known as tributes. So, we got a couple of tributes in line, and I'm sure that there's going to be a bit more that joins us today in the most manliest race. Now, I do want to say that this might not be a race, but it is a race to be the fastest, because you can see that there's a building right there that's starting to show up, and there's a building right here that's going to show up, and it's going to be coming very soon. So we gotta and that person just died or left. Now, what we gotta do, we gotta improvise, and we gotta do something to just do as the time flies by, so we can get more manly money, so the IRS doesn't take it. Now, how about we do that, shall we? Or we can just collect the money that we got, and we just have 10k lying around. That's pretty sexy. That's pretty sexy. So we have a buy upgrader, so we can actually buy a couple of decent stuff. Now we have 10,000 right here. Now as we look back, we only have almost half 1,000. So how about we do the most manliest thing again? And prepare yourselves, guys. This might make you a bit kind of little like, it'll just make you feel That was so sexy. Like, I don't know about y'all, but that was very sexy. Like, I don't know how else I can prove that this is the most manliest game, but I guess you just gotta play it yourselves. And we got 31k, 32k. Now, we just gotta press the buy the dropper option, and we can do that 1, 2, and just 2 times, sadly. And no, I don't want to spend that. So we got 1,000, and we got 21k. I don't know, or 2.1k. That's pretty sexy. I don't know about y'all, but would it be more sexy if we done the most manliest thing right now? And that is this. That was so sexy. And what was that I heard? Oh no, this is the part where everyone starts getting weapons. So that means World War 5 is gonna come out soon. So we gotta buy World War 5 on the PlayStation, 6, and on the Xbox Infinity. Now, as you can see, we're getting a lot of more cash that the IRS cannot take. So how about we just take that, and we go over here and buy another dropper so we don't be in debt. And we buy another one, and then we can just sit back and do the most manliest thing while our money builds up. And when I say our, I mean that it's ours, because you guys helped me. Like, thank you for helping me reach 400 subscribers. So for a reward, I'm gonna do the most sexiest thing in front of all your eyes. That was the most sexiest thing I've ever witnessed in my life. Now, I think it's time that we finally procreate the best way to live in a place like this, in the most manliest game alive. What we gotta do, we gotta start building the blocks of our integrity. And we gotta start building it one by one in the girls' Tycoon, so it can be the ultimate. So it can be the ultimate one that survives all. Now, how about we start that, shall we? Now, if we can buy that carpet, that means we can buy some weapons. But however, I want us to get a roof over our head before we start thinking about getting weapons. So how about we do that, shall we? So first, my first intake on this is we gotta build walls so we can be safely protected in our humble abode. We have the buy lights option. I don't know about you, but those floating lights, like damn. And we gotta buy lasers. And we gotta buy that. So now we have basically the money we have before we even bought all the building blocks needed. So now we can buy the second floor. This carpet right here can gain you access to the most manliest outfit in this whole server. But first, we gotta make another conveyor belt, so we can get more and more and more and even more of that sexy green dollar bills that the IRS cannot take. So how about I do the most manliest thing alive while we just wait for our revenue to build up. And that even looks more beautiful when we have a roof over our head. Now, what we want to do, we need to get more and more and more money. So more and more and more. So now we have 12. Now this right here, these right here means that these red bars mean you can't get inside. When they turn green, that means you can go inside, but you can't go inside. Please excuse me, my friends. I had a little downside to our little project, but now we can resume our most manliest project in all of Roblox here. Now, this right here, we have 5k, 6k actually, it's pretty good. Alright, so, sorry about that. Now, while we wait for the money, not the ads, but there's no ads on this probably. That was so sexy. I said that a lot today, but you just gotta be honest with yourself. When you see something you like, you don't hide it from other people. You don't hide it from other people's way, even if it sounds a bit too weird. but you just gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta be honest with this manly game. You don't need to lie to find your way out of this manly game. Because even like this, you're adding more and more and more and more of that sweet, sweet, sweet cash. And before we buy the utility items, I think it's time we have a couple more rounds in the conveyor belt. So take me, will ya? Damn. And that was the most sexiest thing I've ever heard. Now, we gotta build more and more revenue towards the bank that is safe. And would you look at that, there's some people that made it to 4-3. How courageous. I do not stand by their wickedness acts of building those buildings just to complete this. But no, when I complete this, I'm going to be the best person on this game. Because I don't know about y'all, but this right here is the most hottest experience I had and the most manliest experience on Roblox. So how about we continue? So now we have 10K. How about we repeat the process of the conveyor belt method? The conveyor belt method helps you just calm your nerves. And I think that was pretty good. I feel very relieved. I feel released. Like, all this just making me feel more happy than I was days ago. Like, yeah. Sorry about the interruption. People are interrupting my manly session. But now we are back in the zone, boys. Now we just need a 15K. Or 15. Yeah, 15K. Thought I read that wrong, but I didn't. It is going to take a minute before we can garner every single dollar of this financial expense that we call the most manliest game on Roblox. Like, this is the most manliest game. I don't know about y'all, but just listen to this. My dad was pretty hot. Like, I don't know about y'all, but that was pretty satisfying. There we go. Now we bought all the expenses. All we got to do now is buy the utilities and complete the economic stake of this house. Because if we complete the economic stakes of the house, we win the game. Now, who's with me? Now, while we do this, how about we just try to relieve our nerves from all this world? That was hot. Alright, so while we had that session, we have 4,000 now. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I just like to stand out here and watch all these people try to build up and up and up. But they don't have what we have. We have more. We have that expensive fate that is really precious to us. 8, 9, 10K off rip. Good. Now we have a bit more money to expense our... Looks like we have a guest out here. It's called Yaya. Yaya. It seems that Yaya has seen our aura from our manly presence, because we are the manly presence. But apparently she just went by that. And she went to the other aura's place. But she doesn't have what you and me have. So now we gotta buy stuff that can help and fertilize these things. And apparently we don't have enough money because it says it was safe, but now we have another visitor. We have this girl right here, which is my friend Sanaha. Now, Sanaha, you may ask. She's one of my friends. Come on, come in here. Come in. Come in, come in, come come in. Come in. So as you can see, these people experienced my aura from all this. Now they see the true state of my integrity of this place. Now they see the full financial goal of this place. And now it is time for us as people to build that reputation as we garner others. Now as you can see, we have this girl named Sanaha, or Chunky Baby Sarah. I'm not sure why her name is that. And apparently we have Coco from the hit movie Coco and Friends. That's from the movie Coco and Friends. And apparently we're just having a full aura party, so everyone's invited, I guess. Everyone is invited to our makeshift dinner. Now, our makeshift dinner is something not to be played with. This makeshift dinner is very manly and very healthy for us. Now, why am I letting people in our humble abode, you may ask? So I can give them false hopes and bring their hopes down later. But let's just worry about the financial state of the building first. So, if we do PENDOS, please excuse me, my dear Aunt Sally, and we do 38 times 36,368,364,000, we should get the approximate value of this house, or this humble abode, as you will. Now, the thing about this house is you may realize that everyone's gone. The reason being, it's because that these people realized that I am superior, and I'm the most manliest person on this manliest game. So how about we just try to finish it once and for all. Now, we can buy stairs to our humble abode up here. Stairway to heaven. This is like a diving board. You guys ready to see the most hottest thing you've seen yet? Dang it, I am so sorry guys, that's not how it went to plan. But it was still pretty sexy. Now, it is time. So if we go right here and we collect the cash, we get 27.28. Now, I think it's time that we both do this once and for all, and we try to finish this. Now, we need to buy decorations. Why would we need that? So it can become more healthier in a stable environment. However, before we do that, how about we try to get the utilities that we forgot about when we first built this place. We first got this carpet right here. We can both get weapons right here and right here. Now, we have these pretty beautiful weapons right here. Let's see how they do. So, I don't know about you, but that was the hottest thing I've seen all game. Like damn, like this is pretty sexy. Like, look at this. Like, damn, that was pretty hot. And we have this right here that's even more hot. So now we have weapons to regenerate this place. Now, we can finally buy the main person herself. And I cannot get the Nicole Waterson skin. Dang it. But however, we do have this lethal weapon that is called a bow and arrow. As you can see, if we hold it down, it actually holds the arrows. And when we release, it is fire arrows. Now, fire arrows in this case is pretty hot. Now, who do you think I should hit these arrows to? Let's see where it hits. And it hit to nowhere. That's pretty odd myself, if I'm being honest. Now, let's see what the main girl looks like herself. Or the main man himself, not girl, my bad. Now that was pretty beautiful. How about we buy the other weapon? We then got this weapon right here. That was the most hottest thing that this thing has ever done for us. Like, look at this. Like, that was pretty hot. Like, look at this. Like, damn. Now, it comes to 2 to the 3 to the 4. But however, the men and the girls want some more. And I don't play or like that. Me personally, I like girls. And this is a manly game for boys only. So yeah, make your head around that one, people. Should we buy a decoration? Let's buy a decoration. Where is the decoration? I'm not sure, but how about we just let this gardener more attention? You know, as you can see, we see the other people playing around with themselves, in not a ordinary fashion, you will. However, this being us, we can finally have more alone time and playtime with others. And when I mean others, I mean ourselves, because I am pretty lonely. I don't know about y'all, but me, I am a very lonely person. So, yeah. Now, how about we try to do that one sexy thing we all love? Damn. So now, in a couple of tries, we can finally procreate and finally make the most greatest, and the most manliest Tycoon. Or the renovations of this house would be the most greatest and the most noble and the most elite in the universe, in the exoverse, in life itself. It's the most beautifulest house when it finally procreates and makes all of the walls come together. Now, I don't know about you, but when it comes to life, I say that's a pretty good job. Now, how about we get over here and we do this. Let's go. That was hot. Now, how about we go over here and we continue. So as you can see, we built up to 30k. No, I don't know about you guys, but that right there is pretty beautiful. You see that 30k? That's ours. That's ours to show you around with, you know. It's pretty beautiful. Like, I know this might not be the most no, I need to quit saying that. This avatar, or this unique and this most physical body, this is the most beautifulest character you will ever lay your eyes on. Now this is the most beautifulest characters you will ever, and I mean ever, will lay your eyes on. There is not even a single soul out there that's more beautiful than this body and this mentality. So you better remember. Sorry if this is too loud for you folks. I'm just trying to show you the most manliest game without it being too overhenentilland. So how about we continue? So we got 14k. Now, how about we try to build the walls? there is a lot of expenses out in here. If I'm being honest, that outfit right there, mine is too superior to it. It is more superior to it than anything could ever be. Now, we have got a little bit more stuff right here, but that still doesn't mean we're finished. So now we have to go all the way over here and see what's going on. So, we have almost 10K. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this is the most hottest place that I've ever seen it in my whole life. Now, if you guys like this, give it a like if you want to see more manly stuff like this. If you want to see more manly stuff like this, subscribe. It is very sexy. Sorry about that, guys. I was just getting into the moment. Now, here comes the 2, to the 3, to the 4. Shabuzi. Now, these walls right here. These walls will go great in our daily expense. 30K for these walls. These walls to not be temporarily, but also be the most manliest walls you'll ever see in your life. You understand? This is the most beautiful mystique for all of them. There's not a single soul that can become more sexier than this body. This is the best right here. This is the one. This is the body. This is the one right here. What you're looking at on your screen, this is the most beautiful thing you'll ever see in your life. So how about we go over here and we give ourselves a good view. Now, I don't know about you, but this right here, I am proud of this estate. This estate we are in. This estate where we lie victorious into this. Now, I don't know about you, but this is a pretty good place to live. However, it looks like the team right beside me is having a little bit too egotistical minds. So how about we take a place right here. Now, this is the most beautiful thing you'll ever see all day. This, on the skyscrapers of this building. Now, how about we go down and we see what's going on with the money. Because we surely at least have somewhere in between 20K in this most manly game. And I was right, 25K. 28, my bad. My apologies. There we go, 31. That should be enough for these glorious walls to be intertwined with the building itself. When the building is intertwined, your soul and your departure from this body will never happen. Your departure will stay afloat into this body and its soul. Now, you might be wondering, what is the last utility items that you're going to buy for this? You're going to see that in a minute. Don't worry. You will see it. Now, let's do this right now. There. We have 11K now. Oh my gosh. I just forgot something very big. I forgot something very, 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 very huge. And I'm foolish for even forgetting it. How could I ever forget about such a sexy experience? Me going down that conveyor with all those bricks that transform into money, into the money honey that we need in Shabuzi. Now, I don't know about you, but Grandpa Kona can tossing on a conto. Binani and Kona can tell me a sigala crosita. That was hot. Now, after that really beautiful experience, we have 24K. How about we see what's going on? Now, this body you see right here is more greater than that body right there. No, this is not a body. This is a physique that you earn along the way. Building this house, it will earn you the physique of grave entitlement in these people's minds. So now we have 31 of those expenses in our pockets together. Now, let's see what this up here will bring me. Right here, how could I forget, my bad. Now, we have the final roof for all the marbles. Well, besides that right there. But for all the marbles, the final roof is for 50K. Now, I don't know about you. Looks like these people were too grave entitled to even try to make their own because they are too lazy to make it. They always want to be the follower and not the creator. That is some funny play right there. Now, what do I say in this expense? Now, if you or a loved one is struggling from Kanakante Singakonta, call 338-532-386,632,364,306 quadrillion 264 quadzillion numbers. So if you're struggling, that is 188 Kanu Kalampan Kanakansita Ganagra Argentina. Now, I hope that this has been very educational. However, it's not done just yet. We are getting to the final patch. 85% of this place is going to get finished right now. And the daily expense is going to be 31K of our money spent. Now, as you've seen, that peasant right there tried to go into our domain together. But I'm not gonna let someone like that go into our place like that. It's wrong of them to try to do that. This is your place. Why would you let any of these peasants come in? I made that mistake earlier, you see. The only one that was good was Sanaha. And if you are watching this, Sanaha, then it's pretty beautiful. You know what I mean? I mean, it's pretty good. I believe that everyone is watching. This is our domain. This is our place. This is where we rest. This is where we resign. This is where we coexist into our feral. But yeah, this is where we coexist. This is where we did it. At the beginning, we were deciding if we wanted this, but at the start, the color said it all. It was too bright to say no. And we done it together. However, we are not done yet, as I said earlier. Now, as you see, we have some rich boy bobs over there that's being not very skibbity. Now, we almost have the right amount of money that the IRS won't take from us. We just gotta wait for a couple of thousand to come in. Now, I think this is a pretty good expense to be running. And if I'm not mistaken, this is probably the best expensive thing I've done in a long time. What the heck? Looks like this one thinks he's a god amongst mortals. He's not a god, he's far from it. You don't consider yourself a god, you are not a god. Is this mortal really gonna try to enter? And that's what you thought. You mortal are not gonna try. Now people are finally starting to realize the mistake they made in the bed they laid. Now, as you can see, it's a now cozy environment with it being Christmas. All the people realizing that I am the one that is more expensive and the one that is the most manly out of everyone here. There. My bad, hold on. Let me try to get the right view so these people know who they're messing with. Because if these people don't, then that'll be really bad. My bad. You see, this is the luxurious price of what a person has to pay to be the greatest. Now, the people that are watching, you are the best. Me and you helped it. If without you, this building would be amongst all these creatures. At the start, there wasn't many people, but when they started to see the aura of this building, they flickered with scarediness, with cowardness, that they preyed on other people with their blood. They were that cowardly that they went after other people's struggles, other people's mentality, and they even try to do and say bad things to other people to try to hide their own fate. But with that being in the way, we got a new weapon. Let's see what this one does. Not bad. Pretty hot animation. How about we play it all? How about we play it all again? Now that was pretty sexy. And luckily, this can make you a bit more faster amongst all these people. You see how fast I am with this blade? Now, as we try to garner more money, or garner more expensive, you can see 25k is gonna be the breaking point. Now, it is coming to the end where we buy that last thing right there. All of this will be complete, and all of this will be made together with us. Now, that's still hot. More. I don't know about you, but choking on flowers seems like a good idea to do when you're out here in the wilderness and all this snow, because you need to have more food to realize what you're gonna do with it. Now, as we finally made it to the last, we can finally buy the last thing and be complete with this entirely. Now, I believe this is the ending, or is there one more part? I gotta see. Shaboom. Oh. What does this one do? Oh, I believe it shoots fireballs out. I don't know about you, but that's pretty sexy. Now, this is the beauty of all. Now, you can finally see and witness what a true mystic one person looks like. Sadly, you cannot get right up against the window. I think it would have too much aura in it. And now, we have finally made it to the end. Now, if you like it, make sure you guys like and subscribe if you think that this was a pretty good and a pretty sexy video. I know for me it has, but it's time for me to sign off, because we have completed all of the work, and now we can finally enjoy it at our own expense when we leave. Because when you even leave from here, you know that you helped with this big massive project by being here and helping me. If you're still watching this, anybody that has started from the beginning, then I give you praise. I want to say thank you for everything that you have done in this, and I just contribute all of my happiness to you. And yeah, so now you can be happy with the expense that you helped me, because that is very manly. And I forgot to say, you have watched me play the most manliest game in Roblox. I appreciate all of y'all for watching, and I hope you guys like and subscribe. Goodbye, and I love all of you consensually. And until the next video, maybe I will play another manly game, but I think this is the only manly game ever, unless you guys request more videos from me. Now, as my friend Sam would say, or my brother and Sammy Whammy Grammy Bammy would say, I will see y'all in the next one.